Hey, what's up? Welcome back. So sometimes I have my content for my YouTube channels like mapped out and what I want to say, and then sometimes I don't. This is one of those times it's like I'm a bit half and half. Like I knew I wanted to go this way, but I also want to talk about this as well. So I'm just going to kind of wing it today. So just bear with me as we talk about fear of recurrence. When you are in the cancer community, you see it all. You see when people's cancer comes back. You see when people have died, like people you've been connected with, people you've been in chats with, they're gone, like, and they're young. And I know cancer sucks regardless of your age, but like whether it's children or teenagers or, in your 20s or 30s, the cancer community is losing people every day. And it is a hard thing that we have to see, knowing that that could be us someday. That could be us where the cancer came back and it's metastasized to other parts of your body, to your bones, to your brain. And it freaking sucks. It sucks to see that. It hurts. And it's very, very hard. I want to talk about how I deal with fear of recurrence. And I want to talk through what I'm doing to help manage those fears. Take it or leave it. I am not a medical professional. I am just a cancer patient who overthinks everything. So with that said, I want to talk about these two ways. The first way I deal with cancer recurrence is I think of a bad relationship that I was in with someone, and maybe you can think of someone as well. Someone, whether it was a friend, a boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, whatever, just treated you so bad. Like they hurt you, they scarred you, they said mean things to you, and then they left. They moved on with their life, they moved elsewhere, they're in a different relationship with somebody else, and you're left there like, what in the world just happened? Like you don't understand, like how could they move on so easily and here I am still suffering? Like it's totally not fair. And they also left you things to remember them by, like the little tokens of, your relationship together. And maybe you're just holding on to it in case they ever come back. So that is the way I like to think about cancer. I have a relationship with cancer. Cancer came in, did its damage, and it left. The question is, am I thinking more about cancer than it's thinking about me? Same thing with the relationship. Are you thinking so much about how you've been hurt, but yet that person has moved on and isn't paying any attention to you? So by doing that, it helps me keep things in perspective. And I had to break up with cancer. So if we're keeping tokens of our relationship with cancer, whether it's scarves or your hats or your wigs, anything associated with that, it's almost like you're just waiting for it to come back. And that's not the kind of message I want to send the universe. I want to be done with cancer. I want to get rid of everything because I don't want to have the mentality and live like just in case. Just in case it comes back, I'm not going to grow my hair out. Just in case it comes back, I'm going to keep all of my wigs and scarves. When you think that way, cancer still has power over you. It's impacting your decisions to start to move on, in a sense. Even though we technically don't always move on, we carry this with us. How do you really want to live your life? With that cancer cloud hanging over you? Or being free as much as possible and really making yourself feel empowered? So break up with cancer if you feel like that's the next move you need to make. Get rid of those things. And anyways, even if you did have to get more scarves and cancer did come back, do you really want to wear the same things you did before? I know not me. So I'm just going to bid farewell to all of the little pieces that remind me of cancer. So the other part of this is a bit more tangible, because there are ways to fight recurrence by our actions, and that is by diet and exercise. So eating a healthy diet, of course, a lot of plants in your diet. There are cancer-fighting foods out there, and those are the things I want to consume as much as possible to help fight as much as possible. We all have cancer cells. My body didn't defend itself when I was diagnosed with cancer. So I'm going to do everything I possibly can to fight recurrence. The other one I mentioned is exercise. Really getting out at least 5 times a week for 30 minutes a day, really getting your heart rate going. All of those things are healthy for you to start, but it can also reduce your chance of recurrence. With all of that said, I live with the reality that no matter what I do, cancer can come back. But I'm going to fight my hardest. I'm going to do whatever I can, because if it does, I'll know that I put up a good fight. If you're watching this and you are not a cancer patient, know that our fight never really ends. And to remember those who have put up a good fight, that they're not finished. We're not finished. So that's it for today. I can tell I'm a little bit emotional about it because it's just a really hard life. It's hard. And there's so many great things about being alive. And at the same time, it's really, really hard to always work through. Nobody has this figured out after, life after cancer. I do my best, even with the way I like to think and the things I do for myself, it's still very, very hard. So with that is all I have today. Thank you for being here and allowing me some grace as I stumbled through this today. So until next time.